And welcome to Live Out Loud. It's our podcast coming to you right here from Boca Raton, Florida. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And together we are scary. I do that every time. I got to stop that.
We got
scary. All right. I think we told that joke on the first show, and it's gone ever since.
It's a tradition.
It's
now a tradition.
Live Out Loud podcast. Scott and Gary, we're here to talk to you guys about living out loud, living without drugs and alcohol, having fun in your life, finding adventure, finding good times. And we are coming to you from right here at the podcast studios at Treatment Alternatives, a premier drug and alcohol mental health facility in Boca Raton, Florida. If you or someone you love are suffering from drug or alcohol addiction or mental health, anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, eating disorders, give this number a call. It's 877-771-1731. That's 877-771-1731. Ask questions if you're not sure. If you're concerned about someone you love, or if it is you, this could be the most important phone call that you're ever going to make. Make sure you call and talk to the staff right here at Treatment Alternatives. They've got great ways of treating people. Gary, you've spent some time here. They got great treatment facility, right?
Great treatment facility, great therapist, great programs. They have all kinds of programs. They have the music program, which
right.
I kind of like. They have wonderful therapists. They have people who care here. So, if you're not sober, be sober. Sobriety is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And we can help you get sober.
That's a great T-shirt. If you're not sober, be sober.
Be sober. Get the T-shirts made.
Get the T-shirts.
We'll do that on the back of our LOL T-shirts.
One more time. Any questions you have about alcohol, drug addiction, mental health disorders, 877-771-1731. Call Treatment Alternatives today. But right now you're listening to the Live Out Loud podcast. Scott and Gary coming to you. And our girl Smurf, the one who is making everything run over there. There you go, Smurf.
I saw her get into that character. I did. I saw her right before she got into that character, and she did it like that.
I do a little shimmy.
Yeah.
And then I fix my face. And then I go. And
okay.
then.
Okay. For those of you who are listening, now some people might be listening on, what are these things called? Spotify, CastBox, a few other ones out there, Stitcher. Some of you might be watching us on YouTube, but if you're just hearing the audio, every once in a while when there's that momentary silence and I say Smurf and there's a momentary silence, it's because she's making a face into the camera. And if you're not seeing it, go on the YouTube channel and watch it because you got to see it.
Oh, it's got to see it.
You got to see it.
You just saw the preparation for it. And we have a lot of people joining us today.
We do.
I've got them all right here. And please, Lance, we have a lot of people. There's a woman right now who is giving a massage that wanted to shout out. That's Tanya. And she said, I'm giving a massage right now. That's one of the things we have. You asking me what we have here. Massage therapists, they're chiropractor. Thank you.
People.
Jeff, I got her name already. Tanya. Thank you, Tanya, for reminding me that that's all part of everything that we have here to get you sober, to get you clean. So if you have any kind of a problem or anything, call that number that you heard before. We'll show it again later on. You want to live your life sober. You want to live your life sober. The world is so colorful when you're sober.
That is true.
That's another T-shirt.
But
that's another T-shirt altogether.
Another T-shirt. Stick around because our Live Out Loud store will be open very, very soon. You'll be able to get T-shirts and hats and other things. And, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm running out of clothes.
I love T-shirts.
I've been wearing this shirt for 5 days.
Yeah, and I'm sitting next to him.
It stands up by itself. I'm kidding.
Sleeping too.
Anybody who's ever seen my closet, I got this big walk-in closet, and Teresa and I fight over the closet, and she gets this little tiny space in the walk-in closet. I get this whole big section. I am a clothes whore. I can't help it. I mean, there's just no nice way to say it. I'm a clothes whore. I love clothes. I love buying clothes.
I am all about my graphic tees. For people who can't see, I am wearing a Dalai Lama shirt, and it's a llama as the Dalai Lama.
Oh.
Thank you, Michael Kors. We appreciate that commentary on your clothing.
Yesterday,
Gary today is wearing a shirt by Sebastian Bach, and
well, yesterday I wore a T-shirt that said "Still pissed at Yoko."
oh, come on, get over it. It's been forever.
I want it.
It's been forever.
It's a great shirt, though.
Yeah.
I get a lot of comments on it
Speaking of
from
getting
Yoko
over
fans. I
speaking,
got punched.
speaking of getting over things, we're all healthy today, I believe.
Yeah,
We started this week. Every one of us were sick.
we missed Wednesday because Scott was sick.
I was
out for the
It was
count.
not good. It was not good. It was. Can I say it again? It was not good.
It was not
I
good.
actually considered doing the podcast from you in the studio and me from my bed.
Oh,
You
that wouldn't
know?
have been pretty.
Now,
That wouldn't have been pretty.
what are you saying?
Well, I just
What are
what
you
am I saying? I'm saying that wouldn't have been pretty.
No, I still don't get it. Is that like a compliment? You're being very veiled. No, I was thinking about it, but I was really under the weather. This cold flu, whatever it was.
Well said.
It was, yeah, I know.
It's
I
easy
can't
for
even
him to say.
I can't even describe it. I mean, I was stuffed up from my ankles all the way up to my nostrils, and my head felt like there was an axe down the middle of it, and every bone in my body was aching. I mean, what is that? And chicken and rice soup. You know,
Chicken and rice.
we went through the whole matzo soup, and I thought about it. Gary sent me a picture of matzo
Send him
soup.
a picture of matzo ball soup.
Matzo ball soup. Matzo ball soup. Okay. Not just matzo ball soup. No, I didn't have that. I had some chicken noodle. And then, thank God Therese took great care of me, and I was able to rest. I spent a couple days in bed, drank lots of fluids. Hey, good key for anybody who's sick or anybody who is, even with our friends who are coming in and fighting off the addiction and moving into recovery. Fluids. The best thing you could do for your body. Keep drinking water. Not Diet Coke, not, I don't mean to I'm not disparaging the name of any products out there, but not soda, not like energy drinks. Oh my God, those energy drinks are the worst things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you drink that? You don't drink
No,
those.
no. Stay away from
Have
me.
you ever tried one?
No, I just, they never did anything for me,
Yeah.
I got enough energy.
Yeah, I drank like one energy drink, and I woke up like a day later on the hood of my car with my keys in my butt.
Yeah, when
so
you
I have no
crash,
idea
you
what the
crash.
hell
Oh.
happened. Yeah,
When you
That went
crash,
from
you got
0 to 100.
That was great.
it was no. I mean, yeah.
That's what I call a crash. Right
These are
there.
not good things. These, of course, this is coming from the guy who drinks 12 cups of coffee a day.
And look at that. You see, usually it's a Beetle cup, and today he's just
Would you like to know the truth?
slumming.
My Beetle cup is in my office, sitting on my desk, because I didn't feel like washing it.
Oh, he was sick.
And that is why
He
I
was
buy so
sick.
many clothes. I don't like washing them when they're dirty. I just buy new ones.
So the Beetle cup will be thrown out, and we're going to get another Beetle cup coming up.
No, it's not going to get thrown out. That one is special to me. Somebody got that for me. I have no
He doesn't
idea
know
who.
who.
No, I don't remember who, but it was one of those Christmas things where, office Christmas parties.
Well, if I ever get you
Wait,
a gift,
you didn't give it to me, did you?
if I
Oh,
No,
that
but
would have been really awkward if you gave it to
if
me.
I ever get you a gift, I will put my name on it with a Sharpie.
Yes. No, you gave me the
Gift
guitar.
given to you. That's right.
I know this. I worship it
I'm
every
glad
day.
you remember that.
It's in my office right above my desk. I look at it every day and say, I love Gary.
Yeah, one of these days I'll play it.
Yes, we will play guitars on the show one day.
No, that's what you say. You
I
look at it up on the wall. You say, "One of these days, I'm going to play that."
One of these days, I'm going to change the strings. I actually played it this morning. I actually pulled it down off the wall when I got to the office this morning, and I played a few chords, and I realized the strings were so rusty, I actually had stains on my fingers. I got to change the strings.
And it's a 12 string, so that's like major surgery.
There's a lot. I know. That's a lot. I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that. That's why I encourage everybody play the instrument that is just the instrument. You never have to clean it. You never have to worry about it. The kazoo.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right. That's what my dad told me. He said, "Play the kazoo."
Do you remember making your own instrument? Remember the thing with the comb and the saran wrap?
Yeah, and you just blow into it. Yeah, right. That was my imitation.
Hold on, you just spit on my glasses. I gotta wash them.
What?
It sounded like my car when it wouldn't start this morning.
What instruments did you play? let us know. Hey, look, we're reading what you're saying. If you're saying hello, say hello to us. Type something in, comment. Let us know that you if you have a subject.
A subject.
Or something that you'd like us to talk about. We're here.
Or words in general that Gary can use.
That's right. We're here to entertain you. Of course, Lance, he texted in. They fed me the other night. D fed me with...
Wait. Who fed you?
D and Lance.
Oh, okay. All right.
Olson, which you mispronounced the other day.
Did they?
Smurf.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean they fed you? Did they visit?
Well, they didn't feed me to something. They
you make it
fed
sound like they
me.
visited the zoo and fed you through a cage.
Did they
Apparently, the sign was down. Do not feed Gary.
Well, you know something? It's they didn't see the sign because they did feed
Were
me.
these the people you stood up for dinner that time?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they still invite you back.
They did.
What'd they
did.
cook? What'd they make you?
Pork loin for all you veggies out there.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with pork loin.
Was that?
Pork
was
loin is
that-
vegetarian.
It was.
What? Pigs aren't meat, are they?
Every once in a while they meet each other, but
Yeah, that's right.
but it was of course D does it for me, just perfect.
I've been making pork loin a lot because I make a cauliflower rice, like a risotto.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Instead of using regular rice, I use riced cauliflower, and I have that with wild mushroom and asparagus mixed into it, and it's kind of like a risotto. And then you have that with the pork, and it's really good.
Yeah, I bet.
It's really good. So
Well, this was really good, and asparagus is good because it makes your urine smell great. Remember, I said that.
why did he go there? Where are you? No, I'm not going to go.
There are
No.
people out there going like this. Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
Yeah. You know what? We had a show when I annoyed the hell out of you because I kept saying, like, where are you from and all
Where
this
you
stuff.
from? Mm-hmm.
But honestly, where do you come from?
Yonkers, New York.
So you were actually born in Yonkers?
Born in the Bronx, moved to Yonkers when I was 1.
So is there like a word for people from the Bronx?
No, but
you're like Bronxers?
there's a Bronx cheer.
Bronchites?
Goes like this.
Oh.
How's that?
That's the Bronx cheer.
Was-
They do that right before they kick your butt.
okay. All right. So the Bronx. So you're a New Yorker.
Yeah.
New Yorkian. New
Well,
York.
I've been
New York again.
What is it?
New Yorker.
It's
New Yorker.
A New Yorker.
I'm a New Yorker. Yeah.
All right.
But I was there till I was 15. Then I came
So
down here.
You were a New Yorker. Now you are a Floridian. Now, here's the
too long.
question. What would you be if you were from Rhode Island?
a Rhode Islander.
All right.
Oh.
That wasn't so
that's
bad.
I
pretty
also
good.
have.
Some of these are hard.
I also have Rhodian Rhodian.
A Rhodian?
A Rhodian.
A Rhodian. That's Rhode Island.
Yes.
Yeah,
How
Rhode
fast did
Islander.
you pick
no,
that up?
it's Rhode Islander
Uh-huh.
and Rhodian.
The Smurf is on this. You got any other ones for us? Here, quiz
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
Oh, I got so excited I hit my mic. We got a game to play.
Well, we just clipped, but that's okay.
Get
that
ready
was
for your
worth it.
buttons.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Let's
Get ready
try
with your buttons.
New Hampshire.
Oh.
You're a hamper.
I don't even know if that's right. I'm just going wrong on that one. You're a hamper?
You're a hamper.
I
what
gotta
do you-
say it's New Ham.
New Ham.
You're a new ham. You're a Hamite.
Would you please? Thank you. Very good.
All right.
What are you? New
so,
Hampshire.
You are a. sorry, the delay is bothering me. I lost it. There we go. New Hampshireites.
New
A
Hampshire.
New Hampshire. New Hampshireman.
New Hampshireman.
New Hampshireman.
Look, the UPS people say it is. Or a granite stater.
They got 3 names.
Wait, it's not granite. It's granite.
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 It's not that big a place. Why do they have 3 names?
She put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
The
The granite. Granite.
$1 in the basket, buddy. $1 in the basket.
Hey, listen, I'm only putting $1 in the basket when I'm mean to somebody who doesn't deserve it. You just walk right into that one. If somebody's going to say granite instead of granite, I'm sorry. You'll have to call a policeman to come and get me. All right.
There is a delay in my ear. Thank
Give
you.
us. I don't care. Give me another
Okay,
state.
bite me.
Give me another state.
Hold on, wait. What state are you from?
New York.
New York. What is that?
New Yorker. New Yorker.
Oh, New Yorker. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a New
Yeah,
Yorker.
but, yeah.
I mean, that's in Floridian. It flows off the tongue, but I'm more concerned about like some of the other ones. Like give me what's a hard one?
Utah.
Utah.
Utahians.
Utahian.
Where'd you get the G from?
Where did New Hampshire get the Shire?
New Hampshire. It's New Hampshire.
Oh, did I say it wrong?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Shurian.
I'm sorry. Well, it is where
All
granite
right.
comes from.
I-
Okay, where are we at? Utah?
Utah.
I'm going to go with Utahite.
Okay.
Utahite.
We had this discussion in the car, and I said Utahians or something silly.
What is
Or Utonians, I think, which is
Utonians.
Newtonians.
Utonians? Oh, that sounds good.
Is that
That
what it
sounds
is?
dope. No, it's okay.
What is it?
Uton or Utanen. Or no, Uton.
Can we get somebody in here who could read?
Okay. These are
Utonans?
Uton or to Uton.
Wait, she said Uton or Uton?
No, Tahan. Tahan.
Utahin. Utahin.
I'm sorry, I had a phone call. Utahin.
Utahin. It's people from. So it's everybody from Utah calling up and saying,
Yeah.
"Shut up."
Apparently, whoops.
That must be an interesting job to be the guy that makes the nicknames. I mean,
Want to switch the cameras on us?
Wisconsin.
Oh, geez,
Wisconsin. How about Wisconsin? And if that doesn't work, we'll try Wiscatonian.
All right.
I mean, who writes these?
All right, I'll give you a hard one in Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Oh, we had this one. Hold on.
Oh, my mind.
Connecticut. I couldn't remember the name of the state.
Connecticut.
Good Lord.
A Connecticut.
A Connecticut.
Oh,
Ooh,
that
I
one's
like
a good
that.
one.
I
It's a
like. You
guy.
know what? Even if it's wrong, I like it. We're
All
going
right,
to adapt
good.
it.
You
From
know
now
what,
on, you
Joey?
are all hip Connecticut's.
Connecticut.
Yes.
If you're from Connecticut, you are Connecticut.
You are a Connecticut, babe. Yeah.
Groovy.
It's groovy, man. Groovy.
You got it, Smurf?
Connecticut.
All right. Since I can't say the other ones, I'm going to take my headphone off for this one.
Connecticutans.
Connecticutter?
Connecticutter.
I'm a Connecticutter.
Or Connecticuter, which is nice.
Or-
Connecticuter.
I'm a good-looking person from Connecticut. I'm a Connecticuter.
Connecticutter sounds like a tool.
Or Connecticutian? Okay.
Oh, well, that's, if you have kosher food in Connecticut, you're
Or-
a Connecticutian.
That's a Jewish Canadian.
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 That's a Canadian.
Is that Canadian? Good.
Then we've
Canadian.
also got, I guess the slang term is a nutmegger, and if that's offensive to anybody from Connecticut, it's on the list.
A nutmegger?
A nutmegger.
nutmegger.
We probably shouldn't say it too much. And then we have Connecticutian, which
Connecticutian.
Isn't
Yeah,
that what
which
you
makes
said?
sense.
Yeah, I
Did you
said
say
that.
that?
Yeah.
You
I
said
said-
Connecticutian.
I'm a winner. Now, listen.
You can
I
finish
actually-
the rest of your coffee. There you
I was
go.
actually at the pool the other day, and in my neighborhood, we got a lot of people, French Canadians, who come down during the winter. Right?
Uh-huh.
And so this is actually the other day, last week, about a month ago. And I was at the pool, and this guy, I was talking to him, and he obviously had the French Canadian accent. And I said, where are you from? And he goes, Quebec. And he goes, I'm Canadian. And I swear, oh, it must be a long drive coming down from Canada. He said Canadian, and I immediately just went to Canada. So a whole new state or country that is not north of us. It's not Canada. It's Canada.
Canada. It's in upper U.S.
I don't want to offend anybody from Canada. I don't know anybody from
No,
Canada.
from Canada.
Canada.
Is there anybody we know from Canada?
Oh, I used to know
You
some.
probably
people.
know some
Yeah,
people.
I did. I
Well,
did. I
I
kind of
did. What?
passed
They
it
all
off.
died. I did.
No, they're still.
They were all
hanging
killed
out.
in some
They're-
maple accident or something. It was.
Although there was a time when they were very helpful with the French accent and as a matter of fact, I live in Century Village, so there are a lot of Canadians there. They're very nice people.
Yes, but what is it with the Speedos? What is it? It is so cold up there that when they find hot weather, they strip down to the bare minimum. I mean, listen, I'm glad people are free to do as they will, you know. But when I'm sitting in my pool and a 78-year-old man walks by in a Speedo,
you cannot forget.
You don't forget that.
Yeah,
you can't unsee that.
That's right.
You can't. I'm home. I'm putting like sharp things in my eyes. I'm trying to like. I'm trying. But why? Why is it? And it is like a Canadian thing. Is it? Or is it? It's European, really. I'm sure there's a whole joke about that. European.
European.
No, but there's something about the Speedo, and in America, it's like we went from like tight swim trunks and Speedos to tight swim trunks. Now we've got trunks that are almost like pants. They're
down to your knees.
Down to your. I know.
Swimmers.
They're not even shorts anymore. They're like longs.
I think they're called board shorts.
Yes.
I call them Bermuda Schwartz.
Bermuda Schwartz?
What?
Yeah.
Man, a Schwartz be with you.
Yo.
All right. All right, let's take a moment and take a breath here because the hilarity will just keep going on. Right here at Live Out Loud Podcast. You can catch us on our Facebook page, LOL Podcast on Facebook. You could also catch us at our partners at Treatment Alternatives. Treatment Alternatives, Boca Raton Facebook page. If you or somebody you care about has a problem with alcohol and drugs, has a problem with mental health, and really needs to get some help, you need to make this phone call. Don't wait until tomorrow. Do it today. Mental health, addiction, it's not something that can wait. It's something that needs to be dealt with immediately. 877-771-1731 is the number to call. Call Treatment Alternatives. Treatment Alternatives is a premier treatment facility right here in Boca Raton, Florida. And it doesn't matter where you're coming from. We'll help you out here at Treatment Alternatives. People from Ohio, people from California, people from New York, people from New Jersey all come down here and they get treatment. And they get the help that they need. 877-771-1731. Do not wait. Make that call today. Right, Gary?
Get yourself sober. Learn about the 12 steps. Learn about different things that you can do instead of thinking about using, whatever it is, drinking, drugs, whatever the addiction is. There are so many different things that you can put your mind towards. You can put your mind towards music. You can put your mind towards fine arts. You can put your mind towards the 12 steps. The 12 steps, they work if you let them.
Absolutely. So, again, 877-771-1731 is the number to call. Call today, and remember, the questions you don't ask, those are the things that are going to get you. So make sure you make that call.
You have support. We care.
And as far as we're concerned, right here on LOL Podcast, or Live Out Loud Podcast, we're all about having fun and enjoying life, drug and alcohol free. We want you to send your comments through our Facebook page. Gary's constantly on there reading things, and I know we've got... Deanna, can you tell us how many friends we have on our Facebook page right now?
We have like over 250.
We're over 250. Gary, what was your benchmark? 10,000?
10,000.
We're almost there.
We are so close.
By the weekend, folks.
Yeah,
By the weekend, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets.
Share it with your friends. Just have a good time. We're all about having a good time. And if there's something you want to talk about with us, if there's something that you want us to put out in the air, and remember, this is, certainly we could tackle serious topics if you want, but this is really just about having fun with your life. What turns you on? What do you like to do?
Let us know. Type it in.
Yeah.
Type in your comments. We got it right here. We want to answer your questions. We have so many wonderful people coming. Tina, see? Tina just said, hi, Gary. Hi, Tina.
Oh, hi, Tina. How are you? All right,
Tina
so check us out. You can also check out our YouTube site, LOL Podcast or Live Out Loud Podcast. You go to YouTube, you type that in, and you'll find our channel. Join our channel, and you can see all of our old shows. Also on Apple Podcast, Castbox, Anchor, Stitcher. I don't even know what half these things are. What are all these
Radio Public
things?
and then Spotify.
Radio Public, Spotify. I mean...
Yeah, come join us. We have all these wonderful people.
I think technology peaked with the Walkman. I'm just not. I don't know.
Wow, where? Oh, 21st century now. 21st century.
I know. I know. My flip phone is blowing up here. I just don't know what to do.
But flip phone. Wow. Oh my gosh. Deja vu.
Now,
Or Vujade. That's
Vujade.
seeing
That's
something that you wish you never
seen
did.
before, yeah.
Like a Canadian in Speedo.
my dad. Had
Sorry,
a-
Jacques. Go ahead.
My dad had a flip phone until last year, and Best Buy almost paid him to get a smartphone
Well,
because they were like, "Oh my God, I have never seen a battery blow up that big."
it's because they wanted it for their museum.
It's
why they
very
paid 'em.
rare.
They
Yeah.
wanted it for the museum of phones.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of people in Century Village that just have the flip phones. They go, "This is all I need. I just need a flip phone. I just need to call when I need to call. I don't need the fancy stuff. I don't need to see a Facebook. I have the face of my book is right here." Hey, listen, we'd like to thank all these people for tuning in. I mean, there is a long list of people, and we hope you're having a great time.
Yes, all three of you. Thank you so much.
You three's a
You're
crowd.
up to double
See?
digits.
It's a long list if we stack each letter on top of the other. Oh, listen, we're just here having fun, and it's about having fun. You know, all joking aside, Gary and I, we're really about just kind of, we'll lighten people up.
Yeah.
And, guys, being happy and being joyful and living your life and caring about people and just, for goodness sake, having fun is a choice. So many people are just so wrapped up in everyday life, and this sucks, and that sucks, and I'm mad at this, and I'm mad at that, and this is a pain in the ass, and that's a pain. Forget it.
There's
Just forget
gotta-
it. Let it go. Have some fun.
There's got to be a positive in everything. There's got to be some kind of positive. The silver lining.
Exactly. There's a silver lining. And some things you just have to turn your back on and just say, you know what? It's not worth my time. My time is much better spent with my family and my friends and sitting on a beach and watching the sunrise or the sunset, depending on which side you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself. So one of the things I'd love to do,
While you can, Joey.
one of the things I'd love to do is I love to play board games with my family.
Oh, okay.
When the kids are over or the kids are home and Teresa and I, we sit down, we play things like, we go to the classics too. Now we do Trivial Pursuit,
Right. Mhm.
and Clue. Oh my God, Clue. Have you
Clue.
played Clue lately?
Yes. No, lately, no.
Oh, Mr. Green with the lead pipe in the library. I mean, I love that stuff, right? It's like CSI on your table. It's awesome.
That was very Sherlock Holmesy.
It was. It was. It was.
Sherlock Holmesy.
All right, Watson. I have no idea. Clue, we like that. But the real classics that we really have fun with, Sorry,
Sorry.
and what's the other one? With
Trouble.
With Trouble.
Trouble.
Those are the two.
The Pop-O-Matic.
With the Pop-O-Matic popper.
Pop-O-Matic popper.
There's nothing like that.
Yep.
That's going in the soundboard.
Yeah, that was a bad sound effect. That was really bad.
It was close.
But so
That was
much
close.
fun. Do you have
Yeah.
any games like that really just you love playing?
Uno. Yahtzee.
Oh,
Yahtzee.
I love Uno, especially when they got down to one card and you could lay that wild card 4 on them and they got to pick 4 cards. You're like, gotcha.
And then continue.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the color.
Oh, then they got to keep drawing until they get the color. Oh, you're a mean one. You don't get to skip your turn if you don't have the color. You got to keep drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing.
You got to keep drawing.
And
But a lot of people, they have the strategy of they keep drawing until they have all the colors to try to freak you out.
But that's not. See, now in Uno etiquette, when you get the color, you must stop.
Uno kit.
Now,
Oh.
if you are doing this thing where you're just collecting more and more cards so you could slaughter everybody, that is not right.
Right.
You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to stop. You must stop.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
they and
All right,
picking
Uno.
cards. Now, Tell me if this is your strategy too. You've played Uno, right?
I love Uno.
Okay, Tammy's strategy. She saved the wild card for last.
Yes. Because, and then you could freak people out. You could act like you want them to call green. So they're not going to call green. They're going to call red. But it doesn't matter because you got a wild card.
That's right.
And you can freak them out. And they're like, I know what you got, and I'm not going to let you play it. And then you play that wild card, and it's like, shit, and it's over.
Now, what happens?
I just replayed the whole game. There we go.
Now, what happens?
Yes.
I mean, you get that. Now I'm getting excited.
almost came out of my nose.
I'm getting excited now. Now, what happens if you
Stop touching me.
have one? If you have one card left,
Yes.
if you say stop.
Yeah, now you got touched.
If you have one card left and you don't call Uno,
All right, so
you have
now,
to pick two, don't you?
before the next person plays, you must call Uno. If the next person plays and you did not call Uno, they can call you out and you have to pick two cards.
Right.
That is true.
That's right.
So,
So
why?
don't
It's-
get too excited
Yes.
when you're playing Uno because you could get too excited and screw up that way.
I just call out with however many cards I have. That way I'm always in the habit of doing it.
Right.
47! 468!
19,
Yeah,
20,
19,
21,
All right.
22.
Uno, great game. It's the classics. You can't do that with video games. I'm sorry. Kids, I know you love your video games, but they're so antisocial.
Well,
To sit around, don't even, no, because it is not socializing to play video games with people in East Jabip
No,
across the country.
my fondest memories were playing.
My apologies to all people in East Jabip.
I've
Go
been
ahead.
to East Jabip, and it's very.
It's
They
very
could be
nice.
listening. They could be listening.
East Jabip is very nice.
It's very nice, especially this time of year when when the leaves are changing.
Yes, but the
that's
tourists-
wrong. That's fall. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
My fondest memories were me and my dad playing Super Mario Brother World. Super Mario World.
No.
And then we would play Mortal Kombat, and he would let me turn the blood on.
Okay. Explains a whole lot about our producer, Smurf, over there. Yeah. Well, Dad used to let me play with blood. I love Halloween. Is it time? Look, that's just. But we got so wrapped up in these. The toys that we had growing up were more like you had to. It didn't create a world for you. You had to create your own world. G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu
You
grip
used your
was
imagination.
the greatest. Did you have one?
Yeah,
G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grip?
no, I didn't have. I had at that time I was
Barbie.
playing guitar. I was
No.
I was stuck in my room. I was horrible in school. My parents took all my toys, so I didn't. But so I would just play an instrument. I would put books out and drum with pencils and.
If I had like some sad, haunting music, I'd be playing it right now while you're telling the story. It's horrible.
Yeah, well, they said I was just not good in school. So my parents took all my toys. They said, the only thing that you can do in your room right now is study. Oh, well, they were wrong.
Paper airplane
Wrong.
time.
Paper airplane, drums with pencils. I would take out a tennis racket and pretend I was playing guitar.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I wanted to bring this up.
Please.
Monopoly.
Love Monopoly.
I love Monopoly, but I
Greatest
would start
game
a
ever made.
game in Monopoly on Tuesday, and we would end on Saturday.
We used to have all the kids raid their Monopoly sets to bring the money so that we could have a tournament that would go on. And we would have, you're not sitting there with a small stack of money. Everybody's starting with we're talking like Donald Trump stacks, you know what I'm saying, of money. And we would go for days, you're right.
Yep.
We would go for days. And we would now we didn't have phones and cameras and pictures and all that
Right.
stuff then. People would stop and write down whose space was where, who had what. So that if we had to go home, when we came back, you could pull it out and you could compare what you wrote down to what's there and make sure nobody cheated. Nowadays, you just take a picture with your cell phone or something to say, hey,
yeah,
how did you get hotels on Park Place overnight when we weren't here? It's the unions. But it's
Unions.
the union. But yeah, Monopoly, great game.
Monopoly
Great game.
Union.
Parents,
And
if
how
you're
did
listening
the banker
to us,
always have so much money?
oh, the bank. I was always the banker. And it's like
Skimming off the top.
And by the way, if you ever play Monopoly, do not underestimate the power of the railroads. Getting all 4 railroads is a huge bonus. Huge. I'm telling you.
Really?
Yeah. Gotta have it.
Okay.
Gotta have the railroads.
All right. Well, this is good to remember.
You and I are going to have
Monopoly
a
set.
tournament.
Well, I have a Monopoly tournament.
Yes.
If we have a week to spare, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take time off.
Oh, it's longer than a week.
We
By the
will
sound
play it
of it.
right
It's a
here.
long
We will
game.
have a marathon podcast while we play Monopoly. No. Who's
think
going
that
to
would
want to
be
watch that?
That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay,
For you.
here's our
For
podcast.
you, that should be a lot of fun.
Here's our podcast. Roll 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Here's a gun.
Go directly to jail. All right. I mean, that's probably not an exciting podcast. That'd be like us playing with a slinky in here.
Yeah, but there are no steps in here. A slinky would suck.
Do you remember the song?
Slinky, Slinky, fun of the wonderful toy. Slinky, Slinky, favorite girl. and
Everyone
boy.
loves a slinky.
You gotta get a Slinky.
Yeah.
What was the Monopoly song?
My goodness.
There was no Monopoly song.
No, that's right.
There was no Monopoly song. No.
Oh.
All right. So you know what? This all boils down to get interactive with your families. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just sit in front of the TVs. Don't just veg out unless we're on. Let me take that back. Computers and stuff are great when we're on. Other than that, you should be playing Monopoly. Play Clue. Go out and get some of these classic games and have a great time.
Cards.
You got a kid.
Cards. Play
Cards. Yes. Strip poker. No, not strip poker. No,
Here you go.
family fun. Play regular poker.
Right. There you go.
Play cards. There you go.
Play cards. Figure out card tricks.
Card tricks, do magic. All these classic games. Just take some time and have some fun. I guarantee it'll brighten up your day, brighten up your life. Any comments there on from our peanut gallery out there?
Well, we have. I have Sue Crystal Willis just joined. She's somebody from Yonkers. We were talking. Sue, you missed it. We were talking about Yonkers earlier.
Sue, when
Michelle
the
loves
show's
Uno.
over, please go back and rewind and watch how we talked about Yonkers. It was great. What did we say? Did we say anything good about Yonkers? I hope we
don't
did.
know.
I hope we did.
Uh-oh.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody?
Michelle loves Uno.
Uno, yes.
That's right. No, but we do have a lot of people that joined, but I guess they're kind of watching and listening while they're working.
Okay. Well,
But thank you everybody for.
Don't let us distract you from the work that you must do.
Watch. Betty Brown joined us. She does a lot of great charity work.
Excellent.
Thank you, Betty.
Wait. So, are you saying listening to us is a charitable work?
It depends on the show.
Listen,
Jerry
listen to the special kids on the air.
Jerry Bauman joined us. Now he is a total Beatle freak. Now, Jerry, you would have loved it if he had his Beatle cup, but this is not. his
Jerry,
Beatle cup.
for you, Monday, I will bring my Beatles cup in and I will hold it up, and I guess that'll be a special moment between us.
And remember, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.
That's right. And I am the walrus. As long as we're throwing quotes out there. Listen, we are coming down to the end. The whole point is have fun, have a good time. I want to say hello to all of our Connecticutites.
I closed the list.
Our Ohio,
Connecticuters.
our Ohioanians, our
The Wisconsinians.
the Wisconsinians, and let's not forget the Nevadites.
The Utah.
The
Ians. What is
Utah.
all of you out there, we love you.
The
Like
Utahs. Utahs.
We love you. Do yourselves a favor this weekend. Break out some board games. Grab the kids. Grab your friends. Have them over. Have some fun. Just have some fun. And check us out, LOL Podcast on Facebook. You can catch us on YouTube, Apple Podcast, everywhere else. We are there. Make sure you like us. Make sure you share us with your friends. And Smurf, thanks for another great job. Okay, there we go. That was one of those lonely moments when people who
I
are
was
listening.
not
That was
prepared.
she was not prepared.
And listen, for those people who are just looking for something to do every once in a while, just think about maybe helping somebody that needs help. not just with addiction, not just with sobriety. If somebody needs help with anything, if there's an older person that lives close by to you, ask them if they need help with something. If you help a person, you're going to feel great afterwards. Even though you're not doing it for selfish reasons to feel good, it's just a wonderful way to pass the time. If somebody needs help them out. If somebody's sick, take care of them.
That's beautiful, man.
I truly believe that.
I know you do.
I do.
He's always willing to help. He's always willing to help. I've got to move this weekend. Would you come over and help me lift some heavy stuff?
Listen, there's this old saying, okay? When you need help, your friends help. Those are good friends. When you have to move and your friends come over, those are real good friends, okay? Friends help you. Good friends help you move, okay?
This is an old saying. Where are you
going?
from?
I think I deserve that.
Yonkers, that one is that we deserve that one.
I deserve that one. Okay?
Well, listen, I want to thank everybody for joining us right here at Live Out Loud Podcast. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And we're going to catch you next time.
Stay clean.